What is going on, everyone? My name's Boyd and I'm back with some more Age of Mythology. The Titans action. I keep doing that. TA. Spawning in the bottom of the map-ish in the purple color playing as Loki. His name is Shelty. His partners today in the blue color playing as Loki as well. His name is Joe. And in the red color playing as Uranus, his name is Skadi. Their opponents today in the yellow color playing as Poseidon, his name is Matrius. And we also have in the green color playing as Hades, it's Demantus. And in the teal color playing as Loki, it's Mechanics. Yuka versus DoD. DoD versus Yuka. Final of RTSL for this season. What a time to be alive. It's 2-2. We couldn't ask for a better series here. A lot of the time we've seen like very, very one-sided finals. But you know, this one different. We've got two teams winning 2 games apiece. Go on to game number 5 here. For all the marbles, every single marble that was ever made is what this game is for. So we saw the double Loki Uranus work absolute wonders in game number 4 here for Team DoD. This is them going full try hard, no messing around with Egypt, taking that Loki and run with it. But this is Oasis. And we saw Oasis before, didn't we? We've seen this map and we saw Joe going with Ra and being very, very successful there. We saw Loki, Uranus, Ra, I believe, for Team DoD against Poseidon, Hades, Loki, and Team DoD winning that one. So I'm surprised to see them veer away from that in favor of the Doom comp, especially on Oasis, where you might get one hold. I'm not sure how often you can get a one hold in 3v3, but if you get one hold on Oasis, this is just like I said, there's just not much you can do. There's not a lot of mobility. And on this map, with the 2 holes, 1 wall is all you need, and that makes things very, very slow and difficult for mobile comps here. So we'll see if that's something that Yuka's going to be able to manage. Obviously, the Herso can kill said walls, but it allows the other team to react. But how many gazelle and giraffe? It looks like we've got 2 giraffe, 3 gazelle as well. So it's kind of low hunt. It looks like it's 2 zebra. There are baboons somewhere. A decent amount of baboons. Obviously, you can get 6 of them, 6 or 7. Excited to see Shelty move forward into this location. Where's his villages? Oh, he's over here. He's built another ox cart. Interesting. Not sure what that's for. He could have just been chopping down this tree here and not built the extra ox cart and probably be ahead of resources at this point, but okay. Yeah. Well, we'll see where this game's going to go. We've got Matrius already being a little bit of a nuisance over here with the Katoskopos. We got Prometheus coming through for Skadi. Nice and slow. Oh, no. There was an Uranus opponent. Not Loki. Maybe that changes things. Who knows? Who knows? The Forsetti now coming through for Mechanics. Forsetti for everyone else. No surprises here. Prometheus, I'd be surprised to see Ares. So we see Athena. We see Hermes. Matrix going for a later advance time. It is like low hunt maps, some of the best maps for Poseidon, because you can just get lucky and steal 600, 750 food away from your opponent. Also, you can get super unlucky and steal 600, 750 food away from yourself. But, yeah, such is life. We do see System of Bast here for Matrius. She's going to love that relic there. Super cheap villages on a food barren map. We've got the counter barracks, military barracks coming up. The Theseus is making his way over to harass this villager here, but I feel like Well, looks like he's not going to be able to. As long as this villager doesn't accidentally shoot this giraffe, it's fine, because you can come back to this giraffe at some point. The Promethean offspring should hit this location over here as well, nice and fast. So seeing the Mantis coming over here to defend. The walls coming up for Shelty playing this one nice and defensively here. This is definitely an option here. I'm surprised to see the Longhouse even. You can definitely get a second Town Center and just play defensively as Loki in here, even against Loki, I feel like. Especially when you have a pocket Loki who's going to be able to run around and help you out. But more walls over here. Still no middle wall just yet. We see the Promethean still trying to snipe this one villager over here. Over here we see the Theseus getting pushed back. Scardy's going to really want to take that relic away from Matrius, but he's not going to be able to. Beeline back to his home base. The stable's coming up. The villager's still chasing around this Promethean offspring, 8 HP. It's been an absolute nuisance here. We'll come and get a little bit more damage done. Whack, whack, whack. And the Centaur will be able to kill him. Dead. Nice play there from Matrius. Well played by Scardy to get that harassment done. And now we're starting to see some Hursa coming in. Going to attempt to push through Matrius' base. But again, this is the problem. This is the problem for Matrius. Or sorry, for Team DoD. This one wall here completely limits their ability to go and hit the Mantis, who's grabbed 2 town centers. It's going to be completely safe, happy. And he's going to start building his stables. So all Matrius needs to do is grab watchtowers, which he's doing, and sit back and relax. Well, we're seeing the Mamilla going after this gate. Maybe we'll see another wall get thrown down here for Matrius if he can. The Centaur Hippolyta enough to kind of force Scardy back for the time being. But he will be able to take down the Theseus potentially here. Nice play. We see the Granary getting left alive with 13 HP. I actually love that from Joe. So you get 2.16 favor, but if you leave 13 HP there, instead of 2.16, it's more like 2.00, so it's fine. And there's no militia that are going to come through. Now we see Mechanics and Scardy going over at this, but Shelty gets the Iron Hiar spawn here. That's going to help out so much with this fight, but the Hursa advantage here for Mechanics is absolutely huge. I don't know why Shelty is taking this fight. He doesn't have Hall of Thanes either. Mechanics does have Hall of Thanes, and this is just an absolute slaughter here for Shelty. And then we see the late restoration coming in as just absolutely huge for Mechanics here in this game, and Shelty loses every Hursa here. This is the knife's edge that you sit on when you play the Loki mirror. This early game is so volatile, and it just went so heavily in the favor of Mechanics, and then he got that restoration, so he just can keep putting more pressure on. I don't know if he lost a single Hursa in that fight there. Absolutely huge from Mechanics and Team Yuka now. The walls are up, so Shelty's going to be alive for a hot second here. Scardy's going to be able to come over with his units to help pick this off. This is definitely the location which DoD should be thinking about doubling here, because all the walls are up. We see some Hursa coming over here onto Demantis. Demantis already got a couple of units out to defend. We see the Sentry Tower getting garrisoned in for Chiron going to take down this troll if he can ever hit. He's very drunk and disorderly right now. Does not know where the ugly troll is. Cannot hit it. Save its life. The Hursa are coming out. The wall was sniped. He can just rebuild the wall if he wants, and he does want to. Get that up very, very quickly, and Watchtower's now coming down for Mechanics as Scardy is on his way over here, but Mechanics is happy. He's got so many goat, so many villagers on that. We've got the armory coming up. The Hursa still getting built for the time being, but making a little bit of damage over here. But these Hursa are all very, very fat and healthy right now. And the Hursa for Joe just looking for something to do, but again, there's just nothing to do. There is nothing to do, but Joe's on 2 town centers now. And the Hippocon are looking for raids. They're going to find this gold mine here with 1 dwarf. Be able to snipe that 1 dwarf with his 7 Hippocon. Potentially take down the Ox card as well. He will get the Ox card as well, so that's huge. Forces Joe to have to build another Ox card. And he is over here in this location as well. No units back just yet for Joe. And he's actually going to lose a lot of dwarves over here. This is going incredibly well for UCA so far. There are 3 Hersa that can come over here. And maybe Joe can fight this off by turning around and shanking the Hippocon. He decides to make a run for it instead. Surprised to see him not react to that early there, but the Hersa will come over, start harassing just a little bit, but the Hippocon from Mattress is going to be a little bit too strong for 3 Hersa, and that's so many dead dwarves. He lost 5 dwarves there, and he's going to lose these Hersa as well. He's trying to retreat with these Hersa. Meanwhile, Joe and Scardy going after Demantis here, and Scardy's sending some units over to help Joe out. Move over onto this gold mine. He's just in so much pain. Second town center now coming down for mechanics. Not really enough time to get heroic age, it seems, though. I feel like heroic age here probably the better idea, honestly. Heroic age, mythic age fast, because he's got so many goats here. He can jump onto the gold mine, buy his way to the mythic age, you know. If you do that in team games, only one player can really do that, otherwise it starts getting a bit inefficient. So gotta get there first to do it. But now Demantis has pushed Joe back. Scardy over here. He's got his second town center. I mean, Scardy's going to be the one to deal with here. If he really, honestly, like he's going to be big because he hasn't really been touched so far. But neither really has Demantis. And Joe's going to be in pain. Shelty's in pain from the poor early game fight. We see the Hersa pushing through now for mechanics. Bragi on the way for both Shelty and mechanics, but there's just obviously more Hersa here for mechanics as Shelty gonna have to chase this down, and he's gonna take a lot of damage here. There's lots of villages. Flaming weapons gonna be huge. We've got copper mail coming through as well for mechanics. It's the Hersa trying to come over here and fight. We see a Valkyrie spawn. Not gonna be the most useful in this fight because it's all Hersa, but yeah, you see the Hersa chasing down these dwarves. See if mechanics can get in front and get some pick-offs here. There's not a lot that Shelty can really do here. Probably should have retreated a little bit earlier here. The Hersa do get in front, and he's just going to juke back. See the longhouse coming up, and he's going to try and force a fire here. Flaming weapons will probably come through immediately here. Nope, no flaming weapons just yet. We do see an Iron Here spawn here for mechanics, and this is going to be huge. You also have the heroic age army for the Hersa here as well. See the army trying to retreat back. Shelty trying to hold on over here. Meanwhile, over here we've got the Scardy units chasing down Demantis. We've got Joe coming back into this location. There's the heroic age for Shelty. He's going to be casting his own flaming weapons for dwarves coming through. It looks like the Hersa have to retreat away here for mechanics. Not happy to take this fight at this point over here. We see another Iron Here. The straggler units coming through, getting sniped here. Nice play from mechanics on that side of the fight here. The throwing action will be able to come in and start sniping these units down, but the army will be retreating back. I'd love to see this wall get thrown up and finished here for Shelty to keep these guys in here. We see nice fight here for mechanics, trying to micro just a little bit, and he's going to be losing a lot of units here as these Hersa numbers are starting to dwindle. But mechanics is 2 town centers. He's going to start farming, just making nothing but dwarves and gatherers at this point. Mechanics definitely maybe overstayed his welcome here. Maybe we should have gone elsewhere, but Shelty got to be happy about what he's managed to do so far. Medium infantry, copper weapons coming through. Got Apollo coming through for Demantis, so that's going to be tough. Underworld here onto the back of Dodd's base could be absolutely devastating. So we'll see if that's going to be an issue. Bragi now coming through for Joe as irrigation coming through for Demantis. You got hand axe, pickaxe, and plow for mechanics all at once. When you get your economic upgrades, get them all at once. That's what mechanics says. That way you don't forget any of them. I've got the Hersa darting in and out, just trying to find a way out. Keeping these Hersa alive is going to be very, very key. We see Thea coming through for Scardy right now. Do we have a heroic age here for Mattress? Not just yet. He's gone up to 3 town centers, but seeing Scardy say no, not allowed 3 town centers. Potential ceasefire might need to get thrown down here. Looks like Mattress is just going to take the losses here because he wants to cast ceasefire onto maybe Joe's flaming weapons. That's going to be huge for Scardy, and Scardy can now take this town center. He doesn't have to take his back town center. Starting to see these random raids into the base of Skadi, but so kind of throwing away his units. Just gotta be careful not to lose the citizens. Nice garrison marker here as we're starting to see the Stymphalian birds should be able to clean these guys up just a little bit, though. The Hippolytes are going to be microing this one. Nice play here from Matrius. We've got Hell coming through now for Joe. A bit surprised to see no Fimbulwinter, to be honest. But Hell is the god of choice. So now coming in to try and take down this underworld passage here. Flaming weapons going to come through. Will we see a ceasefire? No ceasefire as the units coming through, and Matrius does cast ceasefire. Town center on the way here for Skadi. And we're going to have just a little bit of a break here. But the underworld passage is in, and Shelty is going to be a little bit strapped for gold. He does have a gold mine here he can sneak, but it's going to be tough. Now we see temples coming up for Joe. He's going to get Rampage. Will he get Rampage? He's got 1,000 favor and a lot of gold, so you can get Rampage and just spam Mountain Giants or Fire Giants or Frost Giants, whatever it feels like, at this town center. It can be absolutely brutal to deal with. We'll see what he's going to do with that. But right now, Shelty is cut off from his team. The walls coming up from Mechanics. But the town center coming through here as well. Will he be able to deny it? He may be able to deny it. So 3,000 HP, 3,200 HP, 3,300 HP. He's not clicking onto it. He does finally click onto it. Going to be able to get a lot of damage done before turning around and taking this fight here. The hurts are way too strong for this army. Just now we see Hell coming through. Nidhogg getting cast down here. But Earthquake onto Shelty's base will take down everything. As we're starting to see Chimera come in here as well. Got the Fire Giants coming through here. Do we see? No, we don't see. We don't see Rampage. Very sad. We see the Chimera getting taken down. Shelty is still on one town center, and we see Mechanics going Hell right now. Helios on the way for Skadi. Maybe he can make that work, but Demantis is so ridiculously big right now from all the booming that he's been allowed to do. We do see these Fire Giants doing tons of damage, but Perseus is on the way. Surprised to see him building this one out of this town center instead of out of the fortress. The Nidhogg is getting a lot of damage done to it by the town centers and the fortress and everything else. This town center will fall very, very quickly here. But maybe not quick enough. I'm just seeing the Chiron coming out, the Achilles coming out, take these Fire Giants down. Still not able to get this town center back. Mechanics doing a lot of damage here onto Shelty. He's going to lose a lot of his throwing action into this Nidhogg. The splash damage is just absolutely brutal. You have to Alt-X your army when there's a Nidhogg around. It's the only way to deal with it. But the town center stays alive. Perseus is out. And just has to wait for that recharge time to kill off the other one. There's the Nidhogg falling here. And Team DoD look like they're slowly but surely hitting, getting destroyed here. Though Skadi is the only hope right now. Can he push through? He's going to try and take this town center down. He's on 4 town centers, or about to be. Should be going after this town center over here, though. Matrius is going to be denying it for the time being. We've got a palace coming in. Need those Hecagigantes to take this down quickly. We've got some more units coming in. The villagers trying to defend over here. A shockwave comes in onto those villagers, just allowing him to take the town center down just a little bit quicker. And this location over here has been cleaned up. The underworld passage is still here, though. Demantis can still make his way back onto this location if he so chooses. And Team DoD have got no answer for a Nidhogg right now. The throwing axemen do not have Axe of Muspel. I always get it wrong. Yeah, Axe of Muspel, so they don't get that bonus damage against flying units. And there's Fire Giants who could potentially come in and take down the Nidhogg, but that's kind of about it. And now Demantis coming back in. He's going to grab this town center. And now Team DoD is back in that situation they were in before Shelty was able to come and deny this. So, nice play here from Demantis. Matrius' only problem here is the fact he's only on 2 town centers. So he's going to Earthquake Joe here and potentially take down his town center. There's no masons. They always get masons. Get Masons. It's super good. Maybe you'll keep your town center alive. Don't know. I have to do that test again. I know it keeps it alive against a tornado, fortified town centers and Masons, but against earthquake, I think earthquake does a little bit more damage. Now they have Pastbester out, and these Herso just kind of do nothing to them. This has just been really, really well played by UCA so far. Double walls over here. We see a single wall from Scotty, making sure that nothing comes through this way. And Scotty's just not able to push just yet. He's starting to get these fire siphon out and doesn't see any... what's the upgrade? Halo of the Sun and no engineers. It's looking like Shelty has managed to get his town center back. He's got some units over here so he can make this push over onto this town center and try and take it back for himself. The pacifist all coming over here onto Joe's base. He's making a run for it with his villagers. All of his farms are over here. But he's not going to have any real food income for the time being. Demantis' town center will go down very, very slowly. Meanwhile, we've got Hillfort coming up as Mechanics is just slowly inching his way in here. In fact, while this town center is going down, Mechanics can just make his way and start taking this town center down for himself. You got Bronze Mail there as well. But this is just the question, can Scotty keep pushing? And he should be. He might want to consider some towers on this location. He still hasn't grabbed this town center here, so maybe Joe can grab that if he has the resources at any point. Do we have that Axe of Muspel? Still no Axe of Muspel. The Hersurfer Mechanics having to retreat for the time being. Just got Frost Giant spawn for Shelter. That'll help against any sort of myth units that pop out of here, like Fire Giant over at the back here. Finally getting Axe of Muspel, but it's too little too late here for Shelter, it looks like. Meanwhile, we've got some of these medium Hippocon just leaving Mattress's base. He doesn't care. He's just going after Joe. It's like, alright, kill my town center. See if I care. I'm going to go raid Joe. I can kill Joe faster than you can kill me. That's Joe. That's the bet. There's these free militia that come out. So obnoxious. We've got some more fortresses coming down for Mattress. He's just going to be throwing buildings down left, right, and center. But Joe's got some Fire Giants popping out here. And we do see Shelty deciding to tap out here in the 21st minute. Joe tapping out and Scotty tapping out. Scotty not being able to make that push happen fast enough. Demantis just absolutely popping off this game. And this has been a game of pop-offs, or a series of pop-offs here. Every single game has been someone just goes absolutely bonkers insane. And Demantis gets to take his turn this game. Showing everyone why he's such a strong team game player. And UCA are your RTSL champions for this season. Super entertaining series here. Thanks so much for everyone putting it on. For the players, my God, nice job, you guys. If you guys enjoyed this game and enjoyed this series and enjoy the team games, then hit that follow button on the Twitch and the subscribe button and maybe even the like button if you really want to see more team games. Maybe if you smash that like button enough, we'll get some more team games coming your way. Anyways, my name's Boyd, and I'll see you guys in the next game.